Was the Vatican built on top of a pagan shrine? Let's find out. So this was actually really interesting to look into, as I've never really had a reason to do this before. And according to tradition, the Vatican is built on top of the burial place of Peter, who was martyred in 65 AD during the reign of Nero, when he was on a mad rampage killing all the Christians and blaming them for burning down Rome. So unsurprisingly, Rome being as ancient as it is, there's lots of archaeological hotspots, things like that, places of interest. And it's no secret that here is the Vatican, and these ones are other places of interest from history, like Mithraeums and other pagan shrines and temples and whatever's left of them. And this is a booklet that's given away in the Vatican itself. You can buy it from its own gift shop. So, they're not hiding the fact that their building exists in places where previous religions have had other temples or holy sites. It's just the nature of history. Everything gets built on top of something eventually. And this place here is called Vatican Hill, which used to be an old marshy place on the sort of west bank of Rome, then got populated over the time and became quite an affluent area, I think. But originally it was a necropolis, which is just a fancy word for an old cemetery, which is where Peter was supposedly buried, along with a bunch of other people. And then in the 1950s, the Vatican opened up its catacombs and started some archaeological digs. I think it started because Pope Boniface VIII wanted to be buried down there, and then when they started digging, they found some even older catacombs below. So they started looking for the bones of St. Peter to see if they could find his body. And what they actually found was some really amazing things, like the tomb of Catanelli, if I'm saying it right, which was one of the most lavishly decorated ones down. This tomb has some sarcophagi which actually have rites on it from Bacchus and scenes from Bacchic rites, so another pagan deity which is below the Vatican. And this is one of the earliest Christian mosaics found, and possibly the earliest ever, and it's close to where Peter was meant to be buried. The point of all this is to say that it's no secret that the Vatican is built on top of ancient things, and it makes no difference